Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. As you can see, I have the delectable Mr. Zubby, and I'm going to let him introduce himself. So please tell everybody who you are and what you do.
My name is Zubby and I do my best. I'm just kidding. I'm Zubby. I am a data analyst by profession, and I'm also a music director, singer, songwriter. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, you're a songwriter.
Yeah, right. I mean,
That's so interesting. How many songs have you written? Can you
quite a few.
just a few?
Yeah,
Don't be humble.
quite a few. Yeah, quite a few I've worked on personally, which I'm not sure anyone has heard, and then for some artists as well. Yeah.
You want to share which of the artists are you waiting for? Is that a thing, or is there like a confidentiality clause?
Not really. I think just recently a standout one for me was I wrote a song with Phil Thompson.
My God! Today he said it so casually.
No.
These are the things we talk about. No, go ahead.
I mean, yeah. So I was privileged to write a song with him alongside my warehouse worship family.
Yes.
Yeah. So we recorded that recently in Birmingham. So it should be out.
Well, have you mentioned that you're also like a part of one of the big?
Yes, I am a part of the amazing Warehouse Worship UK, doing amazing things here in the UK.
Just for those who might not know what Warehouse Worship UK is, you might.
Warehouse Worship is a collective of Jesus lovers, and we have been empowered to bring revival to the UK and across the world at large, especially with the young adults and of course anyone who's just passionate about worshiping Jesus. So that's
so great. Well done. And when you are not doing all of that, you said you're a data analyst, yes, so technical as well. Must be nice. But yeah, lovely to have you. Lovely to have you on the podcast. I'm really excited about the conversations that we'll be having today. But before we go into the serious stuff, I'm going to bring back the conversation from the car. You people must tell me what is a random thing that is. I'm going to put you on the spot. No, because so I was basically saying that I have certain things I look at and I'm just like, ugh. One thing I was saying to myself just this weekend was that so there's something that people do where they comment on only like popular people's posts. But like everybody else in their community, the people that they see on a day-to-day that are doing things from a humble place, you'll never find them there. But just wait, like Brain Jotter or Ashakain, who's something like, oh, Mr. Ashakain, you're so kind. Shut up. What about the people that are in your neighborhood? And then when I see it, I'm just like, oh. So that's my thing. That's just like my thing that annoys me, but doesn't annoy me. It's not that deep. But at the same time, I'm just like, yeah. So what's your own thing one random thing that people do that's not that deep, but you just look at it and you're like, what is this?
Personally, I would say because I recently witnessed this. I think a few days ago. I was in a very quiet place and someone just started talking very loud. And when people talk very loud on the phone, it's like, come on. Or you're playing music,
loud music
on your phone and you're holding it like this and it's so loud. It's saying that people can literally listen to what you're saying. We can listen to your whole conversation from top to bottom. We can hear the music. So loud noise naturally.
Yeah, especially it's interesting because in the music industry, everything seems to be loud. In my opinion,
music is a bit more controlled. You understand? But when you're in a location, for example, it's a very quiet location,
and there are other people there,
and there are people there, and you're just seeing someone just talking very loud for no reason.
You know what this reminds me of? I was on the bus a couple of weeks ago, and this woman was on the phone to someone I assume is her husband. And then I didn't just understand. First of all, the whole conversation was just funny. So she's like, hello, have they come back from school? So she was talking about her children. She's like, have they come back from school? Please. Don't give him food, though. Don't give him food. He's already too fat. Don't give him food.
This is what I mean.
Give this other one food. He's too skinny.
People will literally know everything happening in your life for no reason because you're just loud.
So first of all, the comments, I laughed. I had to laugh because you say you should not give your own child food because he's too fat. No, I wanted to ask her that. So what's the conclusion, man? Because you know what you now do? You now get off the bus after you have finished shouting and everybody has heard your conversation.
And they can see you the next day and say, so yeah.
No, you complete the gist too. I think someone made that joke too, like, so these people, they finished talking, and then the person wanted to get off the bus. And she said, sorry, man, what now happened? No, because now that you've added us to your family issue.
You might as well flesh it out.
Let's now know the conclusion of the whole matter. You get. But yeah, I feel you on that one.
Talking very loud is like it's not my thing. Like
yeah. I feel like sometimes, well, yeah, within context, I mean, there's some people that they're just very energetic. I love energetic.
That's
people.
different, you know. So, for example, you're in a room where someone is a motivational speaker and speaking. The motivational speakers, they like to speak with a lot of energy and they're a bit loud. That makes more sense than, for example, you guys are in a room, everyone is reading, or you're just going through, or you're working on your laptop, and someone just walks in, and they just stay there all through.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to imagine this in my head.
It's a bit weird.
Nah,
yeah.
Fair enough. So before we, again, just like to, as a nice segue into the conversations, I'm going to ask you about your life as a music director, singer, songwriter, all the juicy stuff. Because that's why you're here, actually. We're here to talk about that aspect of your life. I want us to throw it back a bit. Can you tell us one time where you had to, work with somebody where it was like a pinch me moment? Like your first pinch me moment, because you've worked with a lot of, popular people.
Wow, that would be way back though. But so I grew up in sort of like a musical background in a way because my mom used to be in the choir. So
really?
So I sort of got introduced to music via me just knowing that she goes for rehearsals and all that stuff. And then I got into school at some point, and then someone was listening to some music from Star Plus. I don't know if you know Star Plus.
Yeah.
So I was just interested in that song because before I even joined the choir, then someone had me singing in the hostel back then in secondary school. I was like, should I join the choir? Can I join the choir? And I was like, I might need to go and ask my mom first, if you understand, because again, she was in the choir then. So I was in an environment where they were playing lots of good music from Star Plus, Boys to Men, and then I was so captivated. I was like, oh, who are these guys? Let me research on them. Because I used to live in Abuja then. And then I found out that they stayed in Abuja. Okay. Find out. So I found out they were in Abuja, and I was like, okay, I stay in Abuja, so I have to find a way. So I started, checking on the internet.
How old were you?
Jesus Christ, I forgot to, I think I was in
teenager, late teen.
Yeah, I think I was maybe in SS1, JS3, around,
That's very bold.
Oh yeah, I was very bold with that move. So I checked on the internet. I was trying to get their number. I'll tell my dad he should help me call this number. And then I found out where their studio was. And so I started just remembering this night. It's just so funny. Then I started going to the studio. But I won't go in. I'll just be walking around and just waiting for them to come outside. Let me see them. Because I was so starstruck.
Are you hearing this?
I was so starstruck. Because I loved their sound. Yeah. And I felt like I could relate with it. So I'll just leave my house, you go to their studio, go around. I'll see that maybe some of them have come out. I'll say, hey, hello. So I did that a couple of times. And then they called me, like, how are you? So I said, introduce myself. And then I was like asking them, can I come around and just listen to you guys? I'm a big fan, blah, blah, blah. I just made my presence so known to them that I'll always be coming around.
My God.
And then I think I officially became a studio rat. So studio rats are basically like people who hang around the studio. Just to see what's happening.
So I used to be a studio rat at some point in my life.
What studio though? Is it like musical studio or
like when my friends
photo
used to
studio?
record? No, music studio. When they used to record their music, I'll just be there. I don't know what I'm doing.
So maybe you have a singing career in you
I don't tell you, Zubby.
Not
you need to.
Oh well, we're holding audition first. Audition. But yeah, I literally spent my time, just listening to what they were doing, banking in their conversations, just understanding general theory of music. By watching them, I was able to. And in fact, a lot of the things I do now is because I had to learn it from them. Shifi, Tunde, and Zio. So now we're like brothers because we're so close. So
I think I saw a video where you guys were buying. I was going to ask you that. Where's the spot in Abuja? You went to buy suya. That's so interesting. So the relationship goes way back.
Yeah. So that moment for me when I was able to then tell myself, oh, I'm actually with these guys at that very young age. That was the moment for me. I was like, I literally was listening to these guys, their songs back in school.
And
Yeah, but I have to fight for it. You understand?
Do
Yeah.
you know that that's so incredible? I can't believe what you're just like. I've heard of people doing things, but to actually hear it from somebody I know, like you hung around their
Oh
studio
yeah.
until they called you in.
There's some moves.
That's a lesson for
There
somebody
are
to
some
learn.
moves you need to be intentional and deliberate about.
Not like radical. That one is
Yeah.
not just intentionality.
Like you need to basically force your way in.
Yeah.
Because some moves won't necessarily just come to you because
Yeah.
you're special, because you're who you think you are.
Mm.
You have to literally fight for it. Especially if you know that I think I might belong in this zone. Like
Yeah.
force your way through it.
And at this point, you already developed an interest in music, but did you know that you were? I know people would listen to you in uni, sorry, in school, and tell you like, "Oh, you sound nice, join the choir." But like in terms of your own personal realization, did you know that I got it, I have the sauce?
I think when I was in secondary school, I didn't even know I could sing. Like I said, someone heard me singing. I was like, "Go and join the choir." And that time, I didn't know what I didn't
Had you
understand
joined
what.
as of the time you met Style Plus?
Yes, I had joined then, but I didn't really. I wasn't into the choir stuff back
You had the
then. I
talent.
only joined because someone told me to join because they felt like I could join, and I didn't used to go for a lot of rehearsals back then. But I was just so in love with the kind of songs I was hearing, I was listening to, whether I was in choir or I was not in choir, and that was what like kicked it for me.
Clearly, for them to have kept you around, you had a personality that was interesting enough.
Oh yeah. I mean, one of them, Shifi, I think I sort of like behave like him in a way, and I sound like him in a way.
Did they ever tell you to sing at some point, or did you ever showcase your talent?
Obviously, I sang at the studio at some point, but there was something they did one time that this is very funny, that made me realize that wow, I think they think I really sound like them, or I could literally do stuff with them. So they had a wedding in Lagos and they had one in Abuja at the same time, and they wanted to attend both weddings. So it was Shifi and Zil at then. So they had left the group. So they wanted to attend both weddings. You know, it's money now. You can't say no to one. So I got a call from the manager. I was at home one day. I just got a call from the manager. Like, am I willing to travel to Lagos to go sing as Style Plus? So the plan was for me to travel with Zil to Lagos. Then Shifi would stay here and sing with Trudy K. I don't know if you know, there's a Trudy K back then.
Yeah.
So Trudy K sort of sounds like Zil, who was traveling with me. And then I sound like Shifi, who was now traveling with Zil. So myself and Zil traveled.
So they swapped like the two voices somehow.
In a way. So I traveled with Zil to Lagos, and then Trudy K was with Shifi in Abuja. So that experience for me was like, wow, you really think of me that hard.
You performed at the wedding.
We didn't perform again. Okay. And I wanted to cry.
We got close.
We got to Lagos. We got to Lagos. And guess what happened? Guess what I did?
You missed your flight?
No, they delayed the flights. So delayed the flight, of course, like 3 hours. And then we then got to Lagos. We then got to Lagos very late. And we were getting calls from the couple in Lagos.
Nigerian dream.
Yeah, we're getting calls from Lagos that the couple were asking, where are doing Style Plus, blah, blah, blah. So we didn't end up performing again at the wedding.
That's annoying.
But yeah, I think they were paid, and I was also paid. So
well,
but that experience for me was, I would have loved it, obviously. But the fact that I was called again was a standout for me.
Honestly, like for me, I mean, you would have definitely loved to perform, but then that's so incredible. Like people were actually willing to, because these people have established a name for themselves.
Oh yeah, they're legends.
Like they trust you enough that you're that good.
Maybe
that's so cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're like brothers now, literally. So it would always be a standout starstruck moment for me.
So scratch that. You were supposed to perform. That would have been your first stage performance.
No. I've done stuff, around, because I had a group back then. We used to travel and do events.
What's the group?
Can I not say the name? Because people
okay.
I don't want to see the old pictures of when I was very slim and all that stuff. But I had a group in university, an a cappella group, we were 5. Yeah, so we used to sing, and we were at Nigerians Got Talent back then, and we got to the semi-final.
Okay, now that you have said all these things, you really think that someone is not going to go and dig up that picture? I for one will go and dig it.
Good luck.
If I find it. No, but wow, that's so interesting. So before Okay, your resume is actually long. So circling back to all your earlier stage performances, did you have any like embarrassing moments, like anything strange happened? Maybe you fell down on stage or you missed your
That's the one.
lines.
Imagine teenagers laughing at you.
That's worse than children laughing at you. At least the children are children, but like teenagers are mean.
Yeah. The DJ said he was going to play a song and I was going to come from backstage. Like I should ginger and run on stage. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
So there was this staircase that would then take me to the main stage. I just ran. So he was playing. I've forgotten the song was playing. It was very energetic. So people were shouting, waiting for the singer to come. I just came from the back. It looked like I just stepped on the staircase.
In front of teenage girls.
I said, hey.
Oh gosh. Oh,
so I didn't know how to stand up. People even thought that maybe I was crying on the floor. So they tried to help me up.
Wait, you stayed there. That's a very smart one.
That's the thing. Because what do you want to do? You want to stand? You don't know whether you want to stand up. You
can't stand up so quickly because what if you now stand up and you fall down again? That's just bad. But the thing is, they can never shame you first. So did you end up performing?
No, I didn't actually. I was just taken to the backstage.
Would have been no.
Again, it was just for 5 minutes. You understand? It wasn't
so
a big deal.
5 minutes to fall down.
Yes.
They pay you.
Of course, they pay me. If I even leave back then, they'll pay for damages. Honestly. But that was very embarrassing for me.
I would have been one of the people. I'm a nice girl, but the thing is, when I see funny things, I laugh.
That's not fair. you help people when they're in their lowest moments.
No, but the thing is, as a big boy, by then you've already started hanging out with the likes of Style Plus.
I don't even know whether it was the confidence that made me fall.
Overconfidence.
Overconfidence. Feeling like a star performer, feeling like Bruno Mars.
No, I think so because, and do you know why I blame you on all of this? I blame the DJ. I also blame you for trusting the DJ, but I blame the DJ because what was he thinking? He wants to hype you up to come and sing just the way.
I guess it was just doing his job.
No, that's a very terrible job and you should have sacked him.
I'm sure he collected his money as well.
To pay you. He should have taken from it. No, because he set you up for failure.
When I fell, he kept playing the song. Yeah.
Do you know that would have been worse if you stopped with? Or maybe he did as
effects, sound.
You do get sound effects so that everybody would or maybe all those like African magic.
All those Nollywood sounds. Nollywood emotional sounds.
Something has happened though.
I'll just start crying there.
The lion has fallen down.
The lion.
Yes. No, but that's crazy. I don't think has anything embarrassing happened to me. Do you know what?
Why singing?
Not while singing, just I used to be a child. I used to be a mini celeb in like my local.
Oh really? Where is that?
In my very local town. Oh, please, so
celeb known for
all
what?
The way in Paraikots. I used to be on TV as a kid.
Really?
Yeah. I used to be on AIT at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m.
Oh wow!
I don't remember, but one of the PMs.
What show was that?
AIT Kiddies Club. So
I know that.
Oh yeah, we used to read news, and then I interviewed like a few.
Sorry. Sorry.
Like I said, we are in the industry of, we hang out with like popular people, like celebrities. I think I interviewed Kim O, so that's Osofia. I think Popo, definitely not Aki. I think there was also not Basket Mouse. There's this. He also acts movies, but he's a comedian. I don't remember his name. I go something. One of them.
I go die. I go save.
One of them, and then also Mr. Ibu. So like all of them, all them people.
Your resume is huge.
Yeah. Interviewed them. I used to read news. I used to do TV. I used to do radio as well. I
did radio back in the day. When I was back in Nigeria, I used to do jingles for brands. For some top brands. So I used to record jingles for them. I used to write scripts for them. So there are a couple of jingles that I've done in the past that maybe you might have heard on radio or seen on TV. That I was able to work on. But I think the one on my page that's still on my page, but I had to archive some. Was one for Biggie, the Biggie snacks?
Yeah,
Biggie Gala, yeah.
Interesting.
So
I remember seeing something like that, but I don't remember which of it.
Yeah, I worked on a jingle for them. I think they still use it now, I guess. Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. How do you feel when you hear your work?
I mean, apart from me playing it lots of times back then, I was just doing the camera, playing the jingle all over. But I was driving and I heard it on radio.
You must have been so proud.
Yeah. But I mean, it's always a competition to do
That's lovely.
jobs
And I
like
think
that.
I'm really interested in knowing how some of these opportunities came your way. I mean, there's talents, but talk to us about how you've been able to bag some of, in fact, before we go into that, so
Yeah.
put a pin on that one. Can you just tell us some of the people that you've been privileged to work with or have been privileged to work with you?
I've been privileged to work with you as well. And there are a lot, but I'll just mention some that stand out for me. So I was privileged to work with Pastor William McDowell just recently. That's because I actually put out a post to say I look forward, I see myself working with him
So when you
in the
posted that,
future.
I was
Yeah.
just like,
And then I think it happened in less than 5 months or 6
you really
months.
didn't know that was gonna happen.
I didn't know it was gonna happen. Honestly, I didn't know it
Wow,
was gonna
this
happen.
is so
Because
fascinating.
he's someone I resonate so much with his sound. I mean, I followed him since when I was young too.
It seems like there's a pattern here. Like when there's something on your hands, like an opportunity comes, it's like you're always ready.
Just go
We need
for
to
it.
talk about that, like
Yeah,
how you've been ready, but no problem.
just go for it. So
I have lots of questions to ask. I hope you're ready, yeah.
God, I've heard. But yeah, he's
So
a
besides him, who else?
Hugh Thompson, my amazing warehouse worship team, because I'm always privileged to, do music with them. Style Plus, Todd DeLily. I'm just trying to remember. Sinach. Yeah, I was able to shout out to Sinach. She gave me one job opportunity that I'll never take for granted ever.
That's something you're willing to share?
Yeah. I mean, imagine you're back in Nigeria, you know Sinach, the legend.
Yeah.
You listen to her songs, and then you just get a call, here in the UK that she wants to meet you. Like, from meeting people, obviously, relationship and connections tend to make it easier for you to get to meet people.
Even in this industry.
Yeah, connections in this industry is key. Like intentional relationship with people, especially people that they are in what you want to get to, or they're in a space you're trying to get to. Just try to make yourself available around that terrain. You never know what can what can go out.
And I guess that's where my question was actually driving us. Like, you're someone who's obviously talented, so getting calls from these people would not be a surprise because the talent is there. But I want to understand, like, between talent and you being a people person, like talent versus personality, what do you think has played the biggest role in getting you through some of these doors?
Well, I would say I'm intentional about meeting people, being in spaces that can make me closer to where I want to be.
Okay.
So who are the people you're trying to get to? Do you follow them on Instagram? Do you follow their friends? Do you follow their circle on Instagram? Do you go to places they go to? Do you read what they read? Do you attend events they attend to?
Yeah.
Just make yourself available in that space. And again, it makes it easier if you're now someone who has a very interesting personality. Because once that opportunity comes, you get to meet them, you get to have conversations with them, and you never know, they can then refer you based on what you do, based on the kind of personality you have, based on the skills and the talent you have, they can then refer you. Which happened in this senior discussion. I was referred, and we had
referred to her.
Yeah, I was referred to her via a couple of friends, a couple of my friends, and we had rehearsals and all. Before I knew it, I was flying out to Switzerland and France, to sing with her, and it was
so
it
cool.
was a very standout moment for me, which I'll forever be grateful to her for. Yeah,
I think that's really important for people to, first of all, have good friends that are referring you to celebrities. My friends.
Some of this friendship, you need to force it. Yes, you need to force it. Like, what I mean by forcing it is make them know you. Okay. Like, don't just chill.
Yeah, don't be laid back.
Especially in this industry. Like, yeah, if you know that those relationships would help you, especially you're so certain that those relationships would definitely help me get to where I'm getting to. Force your way into it. Like, be intentional about your steps. The truth is, I'm still growing. I still have goals. I still have visions. I'm still very driven. Yeah. I don't see myself as I've gotten to any place, if I'm being very honest, because there are lots of things I know I can achieve, God willing. But from where I've come from to now, it lies on people relationship, which is why I don't joke with how I interact with people. I don't joke with meeting people because we live in a world that is very people driven.
Yeah.
That someone just takes a phone call and your life can change.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes someone to say something about you and it can deter you as a person, or it can basically raise you up as a person.
Absolutely.
So that's why I like to meet people. I'm very people driven. I like to socialize with people because it's life. Don't look down on anyone.
Okay.
Tomorrow, someone can be the next person that can take you to your next dreamland.
Human beings are relatable people, which
Yeah.
is why I find it strange when people say like, "Oh, I don't like people. I like to be on my own." I don't know when that became a flex. We're relational beings.
Yeah.
We're created to exist in community, which is why this podcast is so important to
Yeah.
me. Because one of the things that I really want to do is to help people understand that you cannot do anything in this
Yeah.
life if you exclude relation. How do you want to do it? Whether it's having your life transformed by relationships or just merely having people that you wake up every single day in whatever little corner of the world that you are in, and like these people are feeding into your life and making your life worth living or making life interesting for you. But you said something like relationships, your industry is very relationship driven.
Yeah.
I want to know because I mean, there's always that fine line, and I just want people to be mindful. There's always that fine line between recognizing that you have to honor people, you have to show up for people because you just don't know when something will happen and all of that. But then, how are you able to filter the opportunistic people from your life? The people that they don't like you, they don't want your progress, they don't want anything to do with you personally, but like they just feel like, oh, this man is your Zubby, and you have this and that and X and X, and that's why they want to be in your life. I don't know if you've had experiences like that. How are you able to filter those relationships?
I mean, with the fact that, like I said, I've met a lot of people. I've had different conversations with people,
Yeah.
and people that are smart, people that are not smart, people that are wicked, people that are not wicked. You know, because of how you've met people, you're able to understand how people behave.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to know what they can do next, especially with this kind of industry. So that has helped me to sift through if I'm supposed to work with someone and you're giving some kind of vibe, because of I've met your type. I know what you're gonna do next. I know where this is heading to. It makes me take the necessary steps, to align myself in order not to get hurt or in order not to get burnt.
Have you been hurt, Brent?
It's music. Definitely it has happened. I've gone I've gone for events where they won't pay you, or you show up and they don't necessarily offer you what they're supposed to offer you, or you just hear stories about yourself,
Mm.
out of the open, whether it's true or the people that don't know you. I mean, like I said, it's the industry whereby it is very people driven. So people would be involved in your life the same way you're involved in theirs. So yeah, it happens.
And then has that ever deterred you
This,
from like still meeting more people?
oh no, I don't think I'm someone who I don't focus on the negatives. Never. And it's something that has always helped me. I always keep my eyes fixed on the good. And again, it's the drive. It's all about the personal drive. As long as I'm focused on the good, I'll be fine.
And in terms of working with famous people, because I'm conscious that they are, fame comes with its own kind of personality. Well, how's that been like? Have you enjoyed working with, these people, or have there been some bitter experiences that made you feel like,
Um, for me, because a lot of people I've worked with are from like the gospel industry.
mhm.
I'm not saying in the gospel industry all of them are saints, but
Yeah.
a lot of them I've worked with, these people are very chilled. You
Mm.
know, it got me to a point that I was like, these are people that I thought I couldn't even come close to. But when you have conversations with them, they're so chilled. Like they're literally just like you. They're human beings, and you can have any conversation with them. They are easy going, down to earth. You can ask questions, laugh about anything. And it was when I got close, I started to understand that these guys are just human beings. And again, humility is very key. I'll always be very humble. Because
One thing about Zubi, it's gonna be humble. But like humility is something that plays a big role in how you carry yourself. And I can imagine that for someone with such a personality, of course, people would want to refer you, people want to keep working with you. But aside from humility, what else would you say plays a big role in facilitating some of these opportunities that you've gotten?
service.
Mm.
Um, I see serving as the fastest pathway for your next door. Even in the Bible, there is a blessing attached to servanthood.
Mm.
And serving someone and just showing that you're there for the person. You can literally, you can call me your assistant anytime, any day. I want to serve you. By serving you means I want to learn from you. I want to tap from you.
Yeah.
I mean, the oil and the ready to give it to me too.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand? I've
Watch out for
personally served.
Elijah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand? I've served for a very, like the story when I said I was like a studio rat back
Yeah,
then
yeah.
for Star Plus. Sometimes they'll send me to go and buy food. I'll buy food because I know what I want to get. I know where I'm heading to. So I was literally serving them, doing anything they wanted. That's another way that you can easily get what you want and where you want to get to faster. Just serve. And when you're serving, don't complain. Just keep your eyes fixed on the journey.
Now, someone listening to you might think that, okay, this is just easy for you. Like, it comes so easy. You just serve, you be humble, and that. I want you to talk about the difficulties of these relationships. Have you made any mistake with any relationship? Maybe a relationship that you really looked forward to building, but then for some reason, and by fault of yours, because I know we talked about the people who have, been shitty, but but by your own mistakes. I want this to be like a learning opportunity for someone. Is there anyone that comes to mind that you could share?
I would have to think deep about this part though, because
or just generally any mistakes you've made along the way in terms of building your career to this point that you feel like people could learn from.
Yeah. So I would say as a music director, basically a music director, man, you're directing choir, you're directing music, you're directing teams. And one thing about teams is that there are lots of people with different personalities. One thing in the past, because I've worked with a couple of teams, I used to get so stuck up with who I am. I am who I am currently. I cannot be moved. The mountain that cannot be moved. That made it very difficult for me to manage people, to understand this person is different from this person. This person is different from this person. Their emotions are different. The way they think, the way they reason is different. And that really hurt a lot of people back then in terms of people in teams. They're not, I could be teaching stuff and, they're not grabbing it firsthand. This was years ago. And it took me a couple of times to understand that being a leader, especially, in this industry, being a music director, you need to basically put people first, put people's personality, and just make yourself very flexible in a way that you can expect anything. You can expect people to act in a certain way that you don't even see them acting. And again, if it happens, so be it. You understand? But just have that mindset that people are different and you can be flexible. Your way might not be the way that would help them. It might be you acting in a different way. It might be you, trying to derive solutions in a different way. So I think that's what has helped me currently. That if I'm able to work with a team now, hey, I've seen your type, I understand. I know the solutions that could help you out of this. Yeah. So, but in the past, I used to be so stuck upon, this is what I want to do. I cannot be moved. Everybody just follow me. Your emotions don't move me, that kind of thing. But again,
that must have been so annoying for the people that I was.
Yeah, I was back then. And it was after I started, getting to meet people, getting to meet some of my mentors who were in this industry, reading about them. I understood that this is people first before you. Again, as a leader, you're a servant. You're serving them. But I think currently now that's helped me way, way much than before.
That's amazing. So my last question to you would then be, if you had to give young, talented creatives like yourself one piece of advice, because you've said a lot today, it might be good to do a recap. So basically, you've talked to us about, your journey and how far you've come. You've talked about how strategic positioning can really help advance your career. So you being a go-getter, you found these people and you went to where they were. You made yourself known. You brought that personality and you also brought your service. You served.
Oh, that's key.
build relationships, be humble, be intentional. Don't be laid back and lackadaisical about your interactions with people, and a couple of other things. But I want you to give one big piece of advice on how to build relationships that will last, especially in this industry, because you're proof that that's possible with where you started with Startbus and now over the years, you're still even close with them. What's one big thing that you want people to take away?
Don't joke with relationship with people. Like, never look down on anyone in this life. It is so key that, life is already too tough. Life is hard. Like, what's the best you can do? Just just be nice to people. You could see a young creative really trying to make it in the industry and going up, and they're just so stuck up on themselves. Feel like they've made it. They don't care about what's happening in the surrounding. They don't care about people. Not knowing that the person you might not care about might just be the next person that's opening the door for you. So just be nice to people. I think it sounds simple. This advice sounds very simple. Be nice. But it's so powerful that if anyone can literally, if they mention your name somewhere, anyone there can say something nice about you because of the relationship you've had with them, because of how a simple question, how are you? Or you look good, or you smell nice, or can I help you with this?
Simple things.
It's just the simple things. And it's those simple things that are so powerful. So again, the industry alone, the creative industry, the music industry, life generally is very people driven. And the only way to work with people, to be on the good side of people, is just to be nice. So I think that's the biggest advice. I mean, anyone can tell you to work on your skills, build certification, maybe the data analyst listening to you now, maybe go to events, watch videos, do this. But the simplest thing can just put those other things off. If you know all these things, if you get all these core skills, if you get the whole talent, and you don't have the right character, they say skill can, take you to the door, but it's character that keeps it open. If you don't have the simple things, which is just have a nice character, be nice to people. That's it. That's literally the biggest advice I've gotten from someone, and I will literally tell anyone.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I hope that people just come back to this episode over and over again because I know you're spitting gems. You spit a lot of gems. So, thank you very much for those words. Actually, very important. So I can't imagine a world, especially for young adults, you're starting out your career or you're even just transitioning from one phase of your life to the other. Relationships could build you in more ways than you can imagine. I know earlier you said something that you're always looking for how to, get things done, the best way to get things done. And sometimes it's as simple as knowing the right people.
Yeah.
And you also said not to look down on people. And that's really important because I let's just say me too, I've had industry friends. Sometimes the rudeness, the bad behavior, the character, I'm just like, bro, yeah, not even okay, so what's not going to happen when you get there? But yeah.
I think that some people think being famous or being skilled to a certain level comes with this pride, and then pride, then US arrogance on top of it. So it's a full body.
Even to their own friends,
they think it's a full package.
Yes.
But you can still be skilled, and anyone can literally walk up to you.
And it doesn't diminish your skills or like your rep.
It doesn't take away what you know. It doesn't take away what you
or who you are.
Just like I was saying, a lot of these artists that I've worked with back 10 years ago, I felt like they were unapproachable. Because like I said, some of this stardom comes, you would think it comes with pride and arrogance.
Like it's a rite of passage.
I cannot be approached, that kind of thing. But getting to meet them, you just see that they're easy people.
So I'm really hoping that this episode will help somebody out there who has an attitude towards people. Maybe you think that you don't need people. I know people say that.
We always need people.
Even if you are the most talented person in the world, you are so skillful, blah, blah, blah. If you really, really are serious about what you're doing, you will know that you need people. Because it's people that will employ you. It's people that will you said something, the door will be open, but it's your character that keeps you there. So if you don't have a great personality, it might rob you of some opportunities. But I'm really praying that whoever
Hopefully
might be dealing with any pain, thank you. Whoever might be dealing with any pain, any hurts from past, any trauma from, relationships, bad relationships, just like Zubby said, don't dwell on the negatives. You will meet shitty people who have bad relationships at some point. You might want to get to meet a famous person or work with a famous person. You might have a bad experience with them, or they might not even answer you. But don't stop. Don't let that deter you, because then you'll be robbing yourself of some potential opportunities in the future because you hit a stumbling block. And then
I think one key thing I was putting is a lot of these stars or these celebrities, they talk to each other. I mean, I've heard stories in the past that you can be recommended for something to go work with one of them, and maybe the way you've acted or the way you've behaved has now tainted your name. And then when they ask themselves or they talk and they say, okay, who can do this? You'll not be recommended again.
Yeah.
So that's how you literally just killed an opportunity that could make you work with a lot of people you're looking forward to work with by just being, maybe you're stubborn or something. But
being
again,
nasty, bad behavior.
Bad behavior is not good. But yeah, just be nice.
Great episodes. Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate you being here. But yeah, you can find Zubby Brown on Instagram, anywhere else, Facebook, TikTok.
People see the Facebook.
Don't be like that. Don't be like that. People do now.
Facebook. You know what I heard that? Facebook.
Yeah, some people have, because you know now
people are making money. Like people are making like, especially those content
people make money on
creators.
Facebook. I don't know about Instagram, but people make money on Facebook. And you can link your Instagram and Facebook, where if you post on Instagram,
it reflects. Yeah, it's the same. I think it's Meta. Yeah, it's the same.
Fair enough. And for people like, because on Instagram you have people like me that I'm just there. Sometimes I can like something, I'll just scroll. I'm like, oh, but go and support this person that posted what you just like. Like, you like what you just watched. Don't like it now. Comment or share.
It's the simple things.
The simple things that I try to, like, hold myself accountable and say, this is a very simple way you can show people that you like what they're doing, or you celebrate them, or you honor them. I didn't used to do that before. So now I'm being more intentional about commenting on posts from people that I love what they are doing and I honor what they're doing. Because I think in our day and age, that's a way for you to show honor. You might not get to meet them physically, but you might comment enough. Like, how you pestered and lingered around the studio enough.
Yeah.
You can linger around people's Instagram or Facebook enough, and they'll notice this person is always hyping me up. I like you. But yeah, lovely. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Everybody, you know what? Please, can you tell them to share? Because I'm now tell them to share and like and comment.
Please help us eat. Let's eat food. Share, like, comment, subscribe. Share to your friends, share to your enemies, make your enemies your friends if you want to. But just please share. That's the best you can. Be nice.
You can be nice to me. I've been a nice girl to y'all, so show me love.
She's my boss's wife, so please.
Can you? Oh, yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time, bye everybody.